Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we're on Sand Scorpion up in the north position. We have the GLA Stealth player, which is playing with the purple color. And this is ExCaL. All the way down in the south, we have the Cyan player with, I believe, the China Infantry. With the Cyan color, this is Marakar. So, fairly balanced. I think Stealth probably has the advantage here. I think you can build up as the Inf and push out with the choke points. You can use bunkers really nicely. I think a big part of any matchup on this map very much hinges on this little island or plateau or whatever you want to call it over on the left-hand side. Continent, whatever you want to call it. We've got ExCaL going for one quick oil to start off with. And we have Marakar going for a war factory and a barracks, but he's spread his base out a little bit actually, which is interesting. He's not put it all in one location. Not quite sure why he's done that. Maybe he wants to press up here sooner rather than later. In the middle, he's just got a tank into fighting against ExCaL's bunker. But it looks like Marakar's a little bit hesitant there. You can see the little snake of the track. Over on the left-hand side, he's going to send one tank hunter over there. Left both of his dozers exposed so far. No triangular boxer or mines or anything like that so far. Yeah, I think Marakar's a little bit hesitant, to be fair, about where that first outpost was going. But now brings a flamer. Clears out that bunker, going to grab that for himself with a one tank hunter, and now can start putting pressure on this tunnel. Kills the worker there. There is the rebel that's captured the oil. Flamer is going to get hit, which means the outpost then can't press. So maybe Marakar should have waited a little bit then for maybe another outpost or another flamer or something. He has now got mines on two of the buildings, the power and the war factory. Flamer headed over to the left-hand side, but it's too late really. There's going to be a tunnel up. Interesting how ExCaL does that sometimes. He just leaves that completely open and just bunkers off that oil instead. Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just seal off that, because it's the same like narrowness, and you also wouldn't be letting a Lotus in or any units at all. But I suppose you can trap an army though. If Marakar pushes in there and starts attacking, you can bring a terror tech in from behind, something like that. Flamer does engage this tunnel. Doesn't take it down quite though, and there's a secondary tunnel being deployed by ExCaL anyway. ExCaL now grabbing a second and a third oil. Flame wall's a little bit off, but it will eventually take out that oil. ExCaL expanding on the left-hand side, going to clear out this bunker. Marakar hasn't really focused on this left side at all, really. I know he sent one flamer, one tank hunter, but that's not a proper attempt at taking this area, I think. Primarily focused down the middle. No defense on his top bridge or whatever you want to call it for now. ExCaL did lose a chunk of units there from the pop from the tunnel. He's sending that back to get repaired. Now Marakar's properly sending stuff over here. He's sending a hell of a lot of stuff actually. I don't know if that's a mistake or not, but he is sending a lot over there. ExCaL now has to deal with these two outposts, and with them running around the base at this stage in the game when your palace is only just being built, yeah, that's a problem, really. There's a problem. I love the situations on this map where you actually get the main base gets cleared out and someone ends up camping down the bottom left, and it's like, can they hold that position? I love those kind of games. Outpost now going to work on ExCaL's arms dealers. This one's a little bit low though. Would stay away from the tunnel for sure. There is terrorists on the way there as well. Will that flamer be able to clear out that bunker with the help of the quads? Ooh, no. And the second one's even dying as well there. But I think Marakar's paying attention here. The two outposts got popped open in the end. A load of quads now come into the defense for ExCaL, but is Marakar paying attention? No, he's not. He's losing valuable tank hunters here. If he'd have paid attention there, he could have cleared up all them quads, but because he wasn't paying attention, he lost 2 or 3 for free. Then, yeah, he lost the He'd lost the engagement. That's a big moment, really. A big mistake there from Marakar. I think paying attention to that could have been the difference between clearing this base or not. And with the palace getting up, it's going to become more difficult for sure. Yeah, Marakar lost quite a few units here as well. Like, what, 2 or 3 flamers at least. Marakar has cleared the middle though. Got himself the middle oil. A little bit low. Needs to repair it. Maybe drop down some bunkers. Flamer heading over to the right side. Flamer gets stopped. Relatively easy against 3 tunnels and a Vet 2 quad. Palace is now up and stealthed. ExCaL choosing not to be greedy and trying to expand to this. He's happy with his 1 and then got a line of defense. So if Marakar does expand here, ExCaL can easily harass it whilst also collecting from his very nicely. There's 2 terrorists in the middle. Are they going to be used to kill the oil? Oil's in danger, but this outpost I think has a minigunner in it, at least 1. It's got like 2 or 3 in there, it sounds like. Gatling cannon being deployed in the middle. Lotus in the base. That palace is going to get revealed though. Pretty sure. There is a radar van out there. Why isn't that palace getting revealed though? It is getting revealed now. ExCal's base has been revealed, so he knows what's on the way. He knows it's the Lotus, but the arms dealer is going to be forced to be sold, and that's his only arms dealer. I think the Lotus is dead now, yep. Poor Loti. Or Lotus. Black Lotus is a plant, isn't it? I heard that from the Dr. Thrax challenge, I think. Was it Dr. Thrax challenge? I think it was like the Dr. Thrax challenge. Yeah, because you make a Lotus in that challenge. Link versus Dr. Thrax, and he says, oh, you made a Black Lotus, something about a plant. I think I knew that anyway, but just reminded me lately. Yeah, but nowhere is she called Loti. I just made that up. Okay, we've got another bunker in the middle. Marakar's collecting from the mid as well. He's got a bunch of Infernos. 5 Infernos in total. And he's pushing ExCaL back a bit here. ExCaL needs this, really, because he's been camped out in the middle. No push from ExCaL at the top, which is interesting, because there's been very little defense there. But pretty much a minigunner there the whole time. ExCaL going to suicide some quads here for some Infernos. So 1 Vet 2 quad for 2 Infernos. I think he'll take that. Because without these Infernos, Marakar's not going to really do anything in this area. Is that a TNT? Oh, gets stopped though. Oh, is it going to get anything? He could have force-fired the ground there. I'm pretty sure he could have got 1 unit. He could have also maybe come in from that side, but the ECM defense was kind of nice there from Marakar. Artillery coming in from Marakar. You can see at the top right of the map, there's an angry mob going to run into a Gatling cannon. Would be quite a sight, that, in real life, wouldn't it? A huge mob running into a Gatling cannon that just mows everyone down. It's like a scene from a movie or something. ExCaL continuing to try and hold here. I mean, without a battle bus or some buggies or a scud launcher, it's kind of hard to defend here, but this Inferno's going way too close. This one is too. Missed micro there from Marakar. I'm not sure what he clicked on exactly. I'm sure he's probably a bit annoyed at that. I think ExCaL is holding. He has AP ammo, so he's tearing through their armor. Relatively quick, as they would say. I was going to say tearing through the units, but since they say tear through their armor, we might as well say that as well. So yeah, if Marakar can grab himself this supply, the advantage is with him because he has the whole mid. But if he can't get himself this supply, is he going to run out of cash? I don't know. ExCaL behind this has 2 markets. Third one is being built now. It's kind of even, I think. ExCaL might lose this area though, but there's 2 angry mobs on the way. Marakar got a lot of XP. MiGs come in, killing the angry mobs. Very nice. And ExCaL is holding this position. A bunker gets built, but it's going to go down. Dozer goes down as well. Both players have got quite a bit of cash in the bank. Over 5k, 6k. But ExCaL is going to have that oil capped by Marakar. I think Marakar can bring a dozer there, build a Gatling cannon or a bunker. Would be kind of nice, I think. Angry mobs are taken out by the napalm mix. Another market being built there by ExCaL. He has 4 markets either building or already built at the moment. Yeah, ExCaL now collected on this area too, so Marakar needs to make something happen in the next few minutes, really. He's got 8.3k, so there's a possibility, but it just becomes more and more difficult the longer you let GLA collect from this area. More and more stealth tunnels, more and more AP ammo quads, more and more markets. So yeah, the longer the game goes, the harder it's going to become for Marakar. Unless he wants to camp it out, make an internet center and a nuke. Sometimes he does, but I'm not convinced it's the best way of spending your money as the infantry against the GLA. As I say, that internet center is going to be built. $400 now from Marakar, so he's spent a ton of his cash. John McKellar's Vet 2 shows how efficient he's been. ExCaL continuing to press forward. You can see all the quads repairing. He's got the junk repair. And they're really wrecking these outposts. But with the help of the MiGs, though, yeah, what a MiG shot that was. Lost 1 MiG, but he wiped out every single quad. Very nice. Is the Jarman going to survive, though? Looks like he is. No minigunners in that army now. Marakar's on a 3 oil advantage, though. More markets being built for ExCaL. I think that one is a bit of a mistake. I think I would prefer it back there. Or like there. Rather than building it right next to that one. Carpet and artillery could take out 2 there. Whereas the rest have been spaced out quite nicely. Maybe carpet artillery could do there. But I mean, he's ahead anyway. He's building a good storm down here. Bit of an exposed position. Maybe a bit back here would be better. Maybe that market position wouldn't have been good, actually, because Marakar is actually here now putting on pressure. Internet center. Built right next to the airfield. Scud shot there later could really wreck Marakar in just 1 shot. It will cause problems. Jarman Kell still being effective sniping these Infernos. Just making his army slightly weaker and weaker, isn't it? Because a tank hunter is required to replace every single dead pilot inside of these Infernos and stuff. There's a tunnel there. So yeah, these Infernos sometimes control is not the greatest. Here comes a carpet. Artillery as well. Oh, is the Scud going to survive? Oh, ExCaL cancelled it. I think it would have just survived, but it's a little bit too close for comfort. Maybe that's why you shouldn't build it so exposed. ExCaL now floating like 12k. But yeah, Marakar's got a full internet center plus some oils, so this could still go on a bit. It seems like Marakar's behind because of the GLA settling into the late game with a load of markets. But if 1 oil is worth 1.6 markets, then actually it's kind of even. It's like 3.2, 4. Does he have 4.8 markets? So he roughly has 5 markets worth of oils, and then plus that as well. Against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. It's pretty even, you know. 3 oils and an internet center versus 9 markets. Isn't too much in it. I probably still would prefer the position of the GLA just because... yeah, he's still collecting on 2 extra supplies, actually. That's one thing I haven't taken into account. Pretty big. Basically, ExCaL is like a supply and a market up, something like that. Rebel ambush kills Inferno's nice. Nice. Yeah, ExCal's collecting on workers' shoes as well. Workers run like 10% faster as well, I believe, with the workers' shoes. So not only are they dropping off 10% free cash, but they're also running backwards and forwards quicker, so you should be collecting a lot faster, really. Probably something like in the region of 15%. Okay, MiGs come in. Not the greatest strike in the world, though. 3 MiGs for 3 quads. Not worth it. The MiGs are worth, like, almost double. 1,200 versus 700 for a quad. I mean, at this point, ExCaL can just drop down 50 tunnels and 50 stingers. I mean, he's got about 25, just needs to double that. Just become a camper, as Fargo would say. I think you need more tunnels. That's what he would say. Try and make more tunnels next time, Fargo. Say. Carpet Bomb doesn't achieve a lot. Scud Storm is now built by ExCaL. He's probably going to stealth that straight away. Another Scud Storm now being built by ExCaL. He really just wants to camp this out, doesn't he? He's not interested in letting this go, ending this anytime soon. He's happy to just camp it out. It's pretty much left versus right if you look down the middle now. Scud Storm has been stealthed, but Marakar already knows where it is. Stealth's good when you don't know where it is. It's always so deadly. It is. Yeah, I feel like we've seen this situation before between these two players. Stonehenge map. Nice pop there from ExCaL. Yeah, I'd be interested if next time Marakar played this, because I think he's going to die here against these Scud Storms. I'd be interested next time you play it is more heavily focused on this left-hand side. Because yeah, he did a very good job at securing the middle. But what if like that first outpost and a dozer went over here, started establishing some buildings over here? So many times I see a player getting this and just winning the game. Of course you could heavily focus on that bottom left side and you could end up losing the middle, you could end up losing the top. I think you got to work harder here as the China. But yeah, so many times I see one player taking this area and they just win. It's as simple as that. But it's easy to say just watching a replay here. If you send your first outpost down there, you could end up getting dozer hunted or a push on the top or anything like that. But ExCaL is so well camped in now. Fargo would be having a nightmare with this amount of tunnels and stingers. As I say that, even more being deployed. Yeah, I always hear ExCaL saying that the stingers are quite an underused building. I think demo traps are an underused building as well, but ExCaL really shows how to use the stingers. Lotus disabling quad from 50 miles away. Rebel ambush used in the middle again of the army. Takes out one outpost from the splash damage. Carpet bomb comes in, but I mean, even if you kill a couple of tunnels, quads, stingers, whatever, it's like ExCal's got unlimited money at this point. And Marakar is under a lot of pressure because as soon as one Scud Storm fires, it's going to really cause devastation, where you could fire a couple of nukes at ExCaL and they'd probably still survive through it. Marakar's still causing some damage though. First line of stingers here have been broken through. It's only 5 more to get through. Is that an EMP? Mine drop. That's an EMP. Disables a bit of the defense, but most of the quads are still not disabled. It's just quite difficult for Marakar. Like, ExCaL could just leave. He could put all his stuff on guard mode and go AFK, and he'd probably still be able to fire the Scud. That's how strong all this defense is. But Marakar is making inroads a little bit. I feel like that quad there is vulnerable, though. Sorry, that outpost is vulnerable. As I say that, it gets deleted. ECM now getting picked off. Marakar getting chased out of the base. Mix come in. 48 seconds. Scud is going to launch. I think ExCaL will hit that if he knows where it is. He's got one radar van. He's got the scan ability. But does he know that's there, though? That's the thing. Marakar's still trying to push through. Scudstorm is ready, though. Where is ExCaL going to fire it? Just right in the middle of the base. I mean, it's still going to cause devastation. It would have been better on the internet center, I think. Or maybe in the middle there, you know. Because that would cut off the reinforcements, kill the MiGs and the oil. Oh, is he going to kill the carpet? It does damage the carpet. Yeah, it's a big hole out of Marakar's base. Has he gone low power now? Yeah, he has. I mean, there's just so many defenses. Yeah, someone in a recent video said ExCaL is pretty much the only person who plays GLA properly. I don't think there is a properly way to play GLA. I think there is different styles. You can be more aggressive, you can be more passive and bunkery. And I think ExCaL is the master of doing it passively. There's no doubt about that. Scud fires for ExCaL. Oh no, he's evac'd him and it's not even directly on it. Oh, that's going to kill them all. It's not even directly on it. The internet center would have survived anyway. But he doesn't know it, though. He doesn't know it. Look, internet center survives. Marakar is all in at this point because there's no coming back from that. It's been hard enough with the internet center, never mind without it. And ExCaL successfully camps himself to another victory, and he didn't even dozer hunt. He didn't even dozer hunt like normal. But yeah, GG, well played. I do think that map suits the stealth. I do think it's slightly more difficult because you don't have Scud launchers, you have buggies though. But ExCaL made that work with just AP ammo quads, stealth tunnels, angry mob, Jean and Kel. Did he use any buggies? Don't think so. No, he used TNTs every now and again. But yeah, I would be interested if Marakar paid more attention to the bottom left, focused more heavily on that. Maybe prioritize that over getting the middle. Maybe just send a few tank hunters to the middle and early on to fight the ExCaL bunker. Maybe one flamer, but like the first couple of full outposts and a flamer need to go down to the bottom left and then see how that would have gone successful. I think if we were to criticize ExCaL at all, it's really difficult, but maybe he could have put more pressure on the top bridge because it was unprotected pretty much. And I'd be interested to hear his take on the defensive tunnels, like that doesn't cover the bridge, but does cover the oil. I suppose you've got ways of trapping the army, but you could also let units through, which ultimately Marakar did in the end. Because you could seal off that bridge with 3 tunnels, and then you could have an angry mob there on guard, and that whole bridge is then sealed off. But yeah, there is advantages to having it by the oil. You just leave that bridge open a little bit as well. But it's the same narrowness, isn't it, of that little area compared to the bridge. But yeah, you let me know what you think Marakar could have done better here. I think he had a really good attempt, but ultimately it came down to that bottom left island. ExCaL had an extra 60k from collecting there because there's 30k. Or is it 40k? It's either, yeah, I think it's 30 and 30 on both of them supplies. So yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments. See you in the next one.